Here we need to find the domain of the function provided. That is, for what values of x will the function be defined? And since there is an under root sign, we know that the stuff which is beneath the under root sign cannot be less than 0. So 4x minus 3 has to be greater than or equal to 0, and 2x minus 6 have to be greater than equal to 0. And if you simplify this one becomes x greater than 3 by 4, and if you simplify this, it becomes x greater than 3. We need to combine these two, and you should be able to do it mentally, but we'll do it once over here just to understand it clearly. 0, 3 by 4. Let's assume this is our number line. Then x greater than 3 by 4 means anything to the right of this line, and x greater than 3 means anything to the right of this point. This is x greater than 3 by 4, and if you want both of these to be true, it has to be this region. So the final answer would be x greater than equal to 3, and that's why I will choose D as the answer. We look into what the brackets mean, but square bracket over here means that you are including 3. If it had been a curly bracket, if it had been a curved bracket, it would have meant that 3 is excluded. So anything greater than 3 but excluding 3. So the answer here is 3 comma infinity. This question requires a bit of knowledge of logarithms. So if you're not able to follow it, don't worry a lot about it. We'll study more when we study logarithms. So basically, the definition of a log function, the base needs to be greater than 0. So if the function is log a needs to be greater than 0, and a cannot be equal to 1, and b also has to be greater than 0. So using this, we can solve this one. So if you have the function as y equal to log x5, x needs to be greater than 0, and x cannot be equal to 1. We'll look into it when we study logarithms, so don't worry a lot about it if you're not able to follow. But here the answer would be C. In this question, fx is equal to under root of x to the power 5. Now you can simplify it over here as well. So you can write it as x square under root x, because x square will be x to the power 4 when it goes within the root. And then you just need to substitute x by 5x, because we have been asked to find out what f5x will be. So f5x will be, just replace x by 5x everywhere. So x square will be replaced by 5x square, and root x will be replaced by root of 5x. And this becomes 25x square into root 5x. Or you can write it as 25 root 5 x square root x. None of the answers match this option, and hence none of these is the correct answer. In this question, again, we have been given fx, and we have to find the value of this function for a different input. So here we are replacing x by 1 by minus x, which you should know is similar to minus 1 by x. Both these are the same. So we need to substitute this here. The approach is fairly straightforward. You just replace x by minus 1 by x and then solve. And if you do it quickly, it should not take you more than 15 seconds. So you put f1 by minus x equal to, we'll just replace x by minus 1 by x in the function, and this becomes this 2 into 1 by minus x divided by 1 plus 1 by minus x. And then you just need to simplify. And if you simplify further, this x will cancel. You get the numerator of 1 plus 2x. The denominator will be x and x minus 1. And so the answer would be none of these. In this question, again, we have been given the value of ft, and we have to calculate this expression. Now, you can very easily see that when we substitute these values, the expression can become cumbersome, and in such cases it's useful to see if you can simplify it as quickly as possible. So we'll start with the direct approach. We'll just substitute. So ft is t3 plus t minus 1, and you need to add f minus t. So we substitute minus t in place of t, so t cube becomes minus t cube minus 2t minus t minus 1, and then you will have the same thing with a different sign. So minus t cube minus 2t minus t minus. Now, before you go ahead and add and do all these calculations, which might get very cumbersome, it's useful to see that t cube plus 2t is common to both the expression. This is t cube plus 2t, and if you take minus common, this becomes t cube plus 2t as well. What we'll do is we'll cancel minus on the numerator and denominator of this function. So this becomes t cube plus 2t by t plus 1. And once you have done a few of these, you should be able to do such stuff very quickly. So now you can take t cube plus 2t common from numerator and denominator. And what you will be left with is 1 by t minus 1 plus 1 by t plus 1. And the same thing in the denominator, t cube plus 2t. And what you're left with 1 by t minus 1 minus 1 by t plus 1. And you can cancel this, and then you can move all this around, t plus 1. So this becomes 2t by 2 or equal to t. And hence C will be the answer. So you should be able to do it in 10 seconds, maximum 15 seconds. And when you're practicing, practice till you are able to do that.